Well, we didn't see this Bigfoot at first. I'm gonna call him Bigfoot. We didn't see it at first, but we heard it. He didn't groan, didn't make any sound, but that rabbit call absolutely was driving him crazy. And he was crashing through the brush back there, blackberry bushes, and we saw him. We looked off to our right, which was to our south. He was coming in, and he was going wild. Well, I'd blow that call, and he'd hunker down. Then he'd stand up. He'd hunker down, stand up, bend over. And he was hitting tree limbs and making all kind of noise. He wasn't quiet at all. We probably watched him for, I'd say, we saw him for a good 10 minutes. No question about it. We were trying to figure out exactly what we were seeing because nobody else up there had seen this thing. We were the first ones to see him. And it's recorded in some of these Bigfoot associations have called us and Bigfoot groups, and they have us listed as the first sighting of the Flintville monster, which they called it. Anyway, it watched us, and I tell you the strange thing about it, it had red eyes. And we've never seen anything. I've hunted since I was 10 years old. We never have seen anything with red eyes. And it wasn't hard to see it. We took a flashlight, and we'd shine a flashlight over, and those eyes just beamed, big, bright red eyes, and he was going wild. We didn't know what to do, really. We could have shot it, to be honest with you. We didn't know what we were shooting, number one, and I thought, well, we may shoot that thing, go over, and he's got a zipper up his back or something. You know, I don't want to get into that. But there's no question, it was not anybody. It was a wild creature because it had all the features of a wild creature. And I'm going to estimate, it was hard out there in the dark to know exactly how big it was, but I'm going to say it was 7 to 8 feet tall for sure. And it watched us, and I'd blow the call and played with it really for a while. Well, it circled us, or did a semicircle. He stayed back in the brush. We could see him, but we couldn't. He wouldn't come out in the open. But he circled us, and when it got downwind of us, he picked up our odor. And when he did that, boy, he took off. He took off exactly the way it came in, on a dead run, just running over stuff, knocking tree limbs. The bushes were shaking out there. He went out exactly on the same route that he came in on. That was the only road in that field. So we sat there and said, now how are we going to get out of here? Because it went out right there. It was cold that night, I remember that. It was in the fall of the year, but the leaves were still on the trees. It was early in the fall. And we eased back down that trail, and we watched, there's a dirt road coming in out there. We watched every move up until we got out of there and never saw it again. Never saw another trace of it or anything. Well,